In this video, I'm going to briefly talk about some of the chemistry for some of these polyatomic ions, and that is the example of bicarbonates, which is very important in biology and maybe some of the related ones. Okay, so if we look at carbonate, CO3 2-, it's a very insoluble compound, at least when combined with things like calcium. So for example, if you have hard water, it's very likely if you have carbonate in that water, that calcium carbonate lime scale will build up in your pipes. Well, if you take carbonate, CO3 with 2 negative charge, and add an H+, so H+ is going to come from some sort of material called an acid, or it could be from water or something like that. Well, let's add H and a plus to this formula. Well, if we add H to the formula, we write an H in front of the CO3, and instead of having a -2 charge, now we have a -1 charge. And so this carbonate, where you attach one acidic proton to it, is called bicarbonate. Okay? And bicarbonates, since it's a polyatomic ion, can also be involved in ionic compounds. So sodium bicarbonate is sodium salt, Na+, bicarbonate, this, and that's baking soda. Now, if you take baking soda in the kitchen and add an acid, another H+ gets added to the baking soda, and you get carbonic acid, H2CO3. So a second hydrogen, and now the charge has gone up from -1 to 0. And this breaks down into carbon dioxide bubbles and water. So this is what makes the bubbles in your muffins whenever you use baking soda. All right, so similarly, sulfate can also be in the form of hydrogen sulfate or sulfuric acid. Phosphate can be in the form of monohydrogen phosphate, dihydrogen phosphate, or phosphoric acid. Okay, so these have 2 protons that can be added to go from carbonate to carbonic acid, sulfate to sulfuric acid, but this is 3-, so you got to add 3 protons to get all the way to the phosphoric acid. So a lot of these will be materials you might see somewhere. If you see bi in front of a word, it means one of these polyatomic anions that actually at least has one acidic proton on it, probably just one. All right, that's it.